From the old end of the line of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, that's where Atlanta was born. And there a train horn still remains in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it signals whenever it's time for football in the town once called Terminus. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And they're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
The former Husky got a 3-start audition to end his rookie season. Kate, and those results, well, as you'd expect, were a little mixed. Some highlight reel making throws and some opportunities to learn from as well. But now the 8th pick, he's going to get the ball in his hands running his own team.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Cut out left. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
They're going play fake with Penix. He's going to pull this one down and run with it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an award. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tre'Davious White there on the stop.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Penix here from the gun. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 are under Robinson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Penix working from the gun. Search pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? From the shotgun, Penix. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down, but what a great effort. He moves this all the way down inside the 10. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's another Falcons. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Now Penix off the play action. The throw is caught. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Defense showing blitz. Here's Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. And that brings up third and goal. Well, for a great opening drive, this is where you can run into that speed bump. We see it all the time, getting down near the end zone and trying to find your way in.
Yep, operated so well and efficiently, but when you get into the scoring zone, the red zone, that's when the pressure ramps up.
Now Penix on third and goal. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
John Parker
Field goal
Romo
attempts coming up from John Parker Romo. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Up and good from Romo. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Ty Johnson now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVP. He's finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
Allen comes out throwing. Fits it through the middle. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
First down, Bills.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
First down of the game for James Cook. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's running for it. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Matt Prater on for the field goal try. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Ed Oliver there to make the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 48. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's good for a Falcons.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Going right side, Robinson with it. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Here's 2nd and 11. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. They give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Penix on the sneak. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
From the gun, it's Robinson. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another carry for Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons stretch their early lead to 9. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
John Parker Romo out to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons go up 10-zip here in the first.
Bills, nothing.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Johnson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try to miss the mark. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Play action now. Allen. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air, Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Short side option here. He's running left. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
1st and 10 from the 41. That's complete to Coleman out left. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. We had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
I love that. Now, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Allen on 3rd and short. Got his man. Shakir has it. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
1st down, Bills.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff, Madden hook. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Slot man in motion right. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills reduce the lead to just 4. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
No change to the call on the field, so that play is going to remain a touchdown. Matt Prater for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills cut it to a field goal game.
10, Bills 7.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. And this drive will start inside the 25. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Penix. Quick slant into the hands of Mooney. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 70 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Penix on 3rd down. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Falcons 1st down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Handoff for Robinson, running right. Jukes one defender. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up second and 6.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. They'll send him over right. Play action. Here's Penix. Oh, he's going for it again. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Falcons first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Penix now. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 9-point advantage. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Romo adds the point after. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Bills 7.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Brandon Condrington to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes second and 12. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. 3rd down coming. Here's Allen. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Buffalo.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Allen on the play action. Into the hands of Knox, complete. And how about this, Bronk? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Onyemata brought him down. A gain of a yard. And the Bills' first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Blitz coming here, Allen. Catch made right side by Coleman. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First down, Bills.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Leonard Floyd bringing that play to a close.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. And Allen will hold on to this. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Pressure coming, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Bronk, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Allen setting up to throw. Going with a screen to Johnson. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
So here he is, getting his second field goal look of the half. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Prater puts it through, and that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. McLeod now returning it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons and running back John Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going play fake with Penix. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Trying again, following the sack. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Penix working from the gun. Steps up, and he's running with it.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. Brendan Codrington on the Bills' return. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Allen now on 1st down. He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. He can't hang on to the pass. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Second and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Allen on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. Back deep for the Falcons, Jamal Agnew. He has it at the 22. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Now here come the Falcons on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
25 yards on the play. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Slot man motioned over. Robinson on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Penix here from the gun. Looking for a target. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Bradley Pinion on down to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun, it's Allen. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now it's Cook. Escapes a defender. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. It gets 2nd down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Allen finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back now, pressure on its way. Complete beyond the marker. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Bills.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Rolling into enemy territory. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Allen gonna throw again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. They'll run it with Cook. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Falcons going nickel to defend this 3rd down play. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Mitch Wisnowski on the punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. The left side is caught by Pitts. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
For a Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Falcons got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Penix to throw again on 2nd. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. And again, it's Penix. Gets this one to London. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got 1st down from the 31. An option give to Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Penix to throw. Now he takes it, and he drives it forward to maybe the 27. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Throwing Penix. That one's caught by Mooney. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's good for a Falcons.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
13-yard line.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Penix now. He's got it. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Romo on to try the point after.
Lining up for the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons double their lead to 14.
Falcons 24, Bills 10.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. First down throw for Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be blocked out at the 42. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Looking to throw. Brought in right side by Moore. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. He'll throw it. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
One last play before the break. The final throw before the break. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
Set to kick off.
Johnson now on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now here's the Bills offense. They've got it first to begin the third. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Catch made, left side by Palmer. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41.
A gain of
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Short side option here. He's running left. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
He's going to bring this down to their 35. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Buffalo.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
They're set up at the 35 now. Catch made right side by Coleman. And he's going to work this down to the 32. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 32. Another one caught by Coleman. Ooh, got him close to the line to gain. Down to the 25, third and maybe a yard.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Allen. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
A pickup of 2 yards.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
On first down, Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
First down from the red zone. Here's a screen for Cook. And it's close, but he's not going to score out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be first and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Goal line formation, a give to the fullback powering forward. Is that Lorenzo Neal? That Tom Rathman down there, Brock? It doesn't get more old school smash mouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, sometimes even that touchdown.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Bills 17.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. McLeod now returning it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Falcons take over.
Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Third and 4 coming up now. Penix. Getting out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he has a massive gain in style, sliding in safely after a tremendous pickup. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And the Falcons will have a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 36. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Again, left side, here's Robinson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Here's 2nd and 11. He's got London left side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Complete to Drake London. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Penix working from the gun. He's running for it. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Falcons, first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Here's Algier on 1st down. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
He was brought down by
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Penix. Ooh, and quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Penix. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. Looks great initially, but he is short of that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
17 yards.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
John Parker Romo.
Field goal attempts coming up from John Parker Romo. High percentage look for him here from the left half. Up and good for Romo. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Johnson with a return here. Takes out a 1-stop. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bills set to take over offensively. And the touchdown's got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. The linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Gets it quickly to Palmer. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Number 5, Josh Palmer. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third and just 2 to go. This is Cook on the handoff. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Buffalo.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back in line. Defense all over this one.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right? Just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented a big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Third and a lone yard coming up. And off to Cook here out of his own read. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He was brought down by Caden Ellis. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. On 4th down, Allen. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Penix here from the gun. And he goes down. The Bills got to him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here's Penix to throw. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But it looked like the Falcons swooped in and got to that football. Yes, they recovered. They're keeping possession.
It's 4th down.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He's got it at the 24. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. And after they were stopped on 4th down, their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. First and 10. Here's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
2-0, Keon Coleman. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Cook. Juke the defender. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And the Bills' 1st down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Throwing now on 1st down. Allen completed to his running back. And He's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Bills first down.
First down, Bills.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
First down throw for Allen. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's second down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. Back to the air, Allen. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Allen gonna throw again. Got his man. Shakir has it. And he's gonna be brought down at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. Has it at the 7. And this is down all the way to the 3.
Complete to Josh Palmer. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a James Cook touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal to tie this game in the 4th.
27, Bills 24.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. McLeod now returning it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. To the air with Penix. Taking a deep shot here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And now it's second down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Penix now. Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. And this is scooped up by the Bills. And Buffalo will take this one back for the touchdown. The Bills take a fourth-quarter lead.
Well, if this winds up holding as your game winner, and I almost hope it does. I don't know if I should say that. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. But I just love what it illustrates, the want-to from this defense to go and finish. Anytime, anywhere, anyone. You don't know when that big play's coming, but you got to deliver, and they just did.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills take a 4-point lead.
31. Falcons 27.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing Penix. He's running with it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he gets a feel on the plunge forward.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the 42. To the right side and he loses the football. And he gets his own fumble. So the comeback hopes are still alive. But that clock keeps running.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Penix throwing, 3rd and 2. Launches one deep downfield. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. That one complete to Pitts. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
10 at the 50-yard line.
And again, it's Penix. Dumps it off to Robinson. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner and really importantly is a check down outlet on short throws.
Penix is going to throw again. He'll step up, and there he goes. And this one does not go far.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Penix. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
On 1st down, here's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd down, it's Penix. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Robinson on the inside give. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Motioning the tight end now. Penix working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Penix now to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. 4th down coming up. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's going to wind up in the red for this play, back at the 8.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, Well, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Here's Allen. Dumped off to his running back. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's completed right side. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
19 yards. And the Bills' first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
They've got first down from the 31. Allen fires out wide, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They've got a man in motion. Again, Allen to the air. Another one caught by Coleman. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
2-0, Keon Coleman. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback driving power for it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
First down, Bills.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Kate. They say that football is cyclical. Well, I sure hope we see the fullback come back. There's just something about that guy, something about that position. And he just showed you right there, going to get you a first down. They can be difference makers, too.
Allen now on first down. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
First down, Buffalo.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now Allen has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Shakir sent in motion left. This gets the 1st and more. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills now lead by 10. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills drive their lead to 11.
Falcons 27.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's Agnew on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. First call here coming from the shotgun. Penix here from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And going play fake with Penix. Complete out to the right. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
All right, here we go. Second down. To the air with Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Got to figure out this third down here. Penix. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. And he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. Now he's looking for a shot deep down the right sideline. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Bills and Keon Coleman running out to the field. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. They're set up at the 35 now. Cook trying this one up the gut. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Another one for Cook. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Allen setting up play action. This is brought in by Coleman. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Here's a give to Cook. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout. So the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And Allen will hold on to this. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills have likely locked up the win right there. Josh Allen, the touchdown. His 3rd total score of this game. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills push their lead to 18.
Falcons 27.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's Agnew on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Penix looking to pass. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Complete to Bijan Robinson. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Man in motion out of the slot. On 2nd down, Robinson. Across the 45 and still going. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
It's a gain of 20.
Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard
Best run games in
line.
this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. From the shotgun, Penix. Now here he goes. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
It's a gain of 8.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. You evade them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Taking off with it again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Penix working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Falcons will have a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up first and 10. Here's Penix to throw. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
From the 18 on 2nd down. Look, this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd and 9.
So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say goodbye from Atlanta.